if you're hearing this right now, get ready because we're going to penetrate them ear holes. I hope you shaved them. Is it weird when people do haircuts and they start shaving your ears? Do you feel weird about that?
Feel
Or you're
old?
Yeah.
I mean, I have to get my ears like buzz a little bit. You know, I got the nose hairs, dude, that like they just come out of the nose and they're just like, you're like, what is this? Where did this come from?
It's more fun to pull it out. I'll sit there in meetings and like just pull hair out my ears. I'm like,
see, do you enjoy that too?
What,
Yes.
plucking your ear hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind doing it.
Oh man, I'll just sit there and just just grab it, and I just feel like, oh, that's a 3 hair pull right here, baby. I'm like, that's bam, and then I'll just examine it. I'm like, I'm not blowing it and making wishes, but I am going to examine those bad boys, and I get a lot of ear hair and the nose hairs too. I thoroughly enjoy pulling my nose hairs.
I don't do that one. I prefer the nose pin or whatever.
And sometimes I will if they're like, if I see it, it's protruding exponentially, like it's outgrown its welcome.
Some serious needs.
But I'm not at home. Like I have the ear or the trimmer that you just put up your nose and it takes 2 minutes and it's 10 times easier than trying to, because you pluck it, then you start from, your eyes water and you're like, go back in. Ugh. And then if you miss the one that you're grabbing and you're still crying, you're like, oh.
Yeah, because all of us have beards. It's worse when you pull that mustache hair and you're like, yeah.
And whenever you just you're just like, hey, do I have something in the mustache? And you like do that a little bit, and then you find that random pimple that you're like, holy shit! It's like, where did that come from?
Yeah,
God bless, those things hurt. But I'm getting gray nose hairs to where whenever I do miss, I can tell. I'm like, dang it, because I'm like, is that a boogie? Do I got a boogie on my nose? And I'm like, nope. A lot of gray nose hairs. That's unfortunate. I don't like that.
And they're curly. They're curly.
And they purposely stick out of the nostrils because they're like, hey, look at this. Look, everybody. And then when someone's looking at me and they go, and I'm like, is that for me? Is that code? I'm immediately going to go to the bathroom and do a boogie check. Or I'll do one of these things. I'm like, oh, text message. Let me pull up the camera real quick. Oh, we good. I don't know.
I'll just do one of these. I'm like,
See, I'm afraid if I do that, boogie fall out in the stash. Or something like that. I don't know. Just that. That's why I'm always just like, I'll kind of like, I'm like, I don't think I look handsome or anything like that. I'm doing a boogie check, Let
me ask you guys something. So I was thinking about this morning, and I don't know if you'll be able to pull this off the top of your heads or not. Okay, what technological? I don't want to say advancement, but what technological, we'll say invention or creation, are you so happy that someone developed? And I'll tell you mine, and hopefully you guys will probably laugh at this, but I think top 3 innovations for cell phones over the past 3 to 5 years is whoever thought of taking the security codes that you get texted to automatically show up into the text box where you could just, you don't have to go back and copy and paste and go over. It's just there and you click it and it's in, because everyone has security codes. And sometimes there's 3 or 2, or you get all these security codes. Whoever did that, I would blow you. It's going to be the worst blowjob of your life. Or whatever.
All toothy, sloppy.
But the best one of yours, baby.
Oh, yeah. I'm just saying, dude. I was thinking about it today, and I'm like, I had to do a security code for one of my betting apps. I wanted to look at something, and I was like, I love this person. Whoever did this is a goddamn genius. It's not the scientists, okay? Not those developing cures for cancer. It's whoever did the text message security code thing. I love you. It's amazing advancement.
Thanks, Ethan. Wherever you are in Google. I do. That is a handy feature. I love when it pops up and automatically goes to your clipboard or whatever on your phone.
Yep.
That's a beautiful thing. That is.
It happened to me this morning. I had to do that for some security stuff on my work laptop, though. So it goes to my phone. So I got pull the message down and look at the code and type it in my computer. But it's a little different. But yeah, I get you. It's huge. For me, probably honestly, the electric car. I've saved thousands on not spending for gas, and my electric bill, it's barely going up maybe $40 extra a month. So definitely an electric car.
Do you have the charger like in your garage type shit?
Yeah, my brother-in-law and I, we put in our own charger, like our own like supercharger. So that was fun. There wasn't enough space on my circuit panel, so I had to make another one to put in extra space for it. So I ran a line underneath the house under the crawl space, and yeah, have my own charger at home.
Jesus. What's that like in the cold?
I keep it charged at nighttime, so then the battery will keep heating itself up to prevent it from fucking up. So like right now, it's like 17 degrees or below each night. The car will keep itself heating and it will keep itself charging. So there's a loophole in my electric contract where after like 12:30 a.m. to like 5:30 a.m. the electric charge is reduced even more. So I have it set scheduled to charge between that time period. So I save even more money.
Oh wow. What about you, Euban?
I was going to say, whoever discovered marijuana, bless them. But
that goes back way, but
been around for a little while.
Well, that's been around. I don't know. I really like yours. That is very handy because same thing. I use mine for work every day just to get logged in. That 2-factor whatever authentication. I'm like, this is lame, but that is very handy to be able to have that.
Gmail needs to step their game up though, because it doesn't work with emails. So let's go, guys.
Is that
someone from the clip sees this?
Is that passcodes they use now? I get that shit all the time. Do you want to have a passcode? I'm like, no.
That's so. I do like this sign in to Google option on a lot of things because I'm like, yeah, all right, you can steal this information. I have like a burner account. I'm like, sure, I'll log into this one, but I don't know. I can't think of anything. Whoever invented soft pretzels too and cheese, I'm fucking hungry. That sounds amazing.
Speaking of marijuana,
honestly,
I could use a soft pretzel right now.
I could always use a soft pretzel. Like that is one thing that Matt and I can always relate on too. Like he always tells,
love soft pretzels,
dude.
Yeah.
I had another one at I was telling Goop behind stage. I was like, man, living in the basketball gym again this entire weekend. I was like, this was awful. But every time I went into a concession stand, soft pretzels, and always reasonably priced too, like $2 for like a Costco size soft pretzel. I mean, like massive ones. And then I was like, "Do you want salt?" I'm like, "What the hell? Who's gonna eat a plain pretzel?"
Who the fuck eats a soft pretzel without salt?
Yeah, and then they go,
I will rub some of the salt off. If it's like
too much,
obscene amounts of salt. Like sometimes you get a pretzel, like, who the fuck did this? Do you want me to get
almost
do you want
like
me to get instant hypertension or?
You're like, is that a powdered donut? And you're like, holy hell, that's a lot of salt. I will agree with that.
If you could like shake it like this and it's just pouring salt, someone oversalted a little bit.
See, but so I want my foot to be cut off. I will just dip that in some cheese and then run it through the plate to where it just looks like a goddamn sparkly candy cane. And I'm getting hard, boys. Go ahead.
I'll splurge on like sheets. I'll get like cinnamon sugar instead of salt, and that just brings it to a whole new like level.
That's pretty gay. I'm not gonna lie. That's I've heard of these things too, but I mean, will I eat it? Yeah, I'm probably not in public, but I mean,
let me tell you guys this though. This is a funny story. So when I was a kid, this was like 4th grade. Okay, I was a very fat kid. Like I was the quiet obese kid, and for some reason, I always got the food oriented things, or like for instance, I played soccer because my parents were trying to make sure that I ran around. Like I was a pretty athletic kid. I just was fat because I overate my calories. Right. Well, I was always the goalie. They're like, I'll put the fat kid at goalie. He's gonna stop it. He doesn't need to do much. I was terrible. I was fucking awful playing goalie. And so in 4th grade, and I don't know if it expanded multiple years. It might have been like 3rd and 4th grade. They had a soft pretzel program where the school would sell soft pretzels during a break. Like, I don't know if it was like 9 or 10 a.m. or whatever. And I was in charge of this. So I was this fat kid, and I would sell for the school pretzels, and the kids would line up in the hallway, and I would collect money. I'm fairly sure that was illegal. And that was like my job, and I loved it because I love soft pretzels. I was obsessed with eating soft pretzels, and there's nothing, and it's all types of soft pretzels, dude. Like we're talking, actually, You guys want to see a picture of me when I was a fat kid?
Is this in Philadelphia?
I mean, absolutely.
Oh, you'll get a kick out of this. You will, Matt, probably have to block some of this because it's my Facebook page. So
We're gonna see it all.
let's see here.
Say, God damn it, editing.
Dude, like the pepperoni pretzels too.
So this is me. I did karate.
Okay, I was gonna say judo, but okay.
I did taekwondo.
It's all in
This
the
was
gi,
my
man.
stepdad. He was a photo, and he's no longer around. So I played football. I got hit with a football in the eye because we were playing at night. That's my little brother back there. I don't know who the Detroit Vipers are. I don't know where that shirt came from, but I am wearing a Eagles jacket there from God knows when. Very large one.
Back when the jackets were sick. That's such
my
an awesome
dad. My dad thought it was a good idea to. He told me, he's like, you should really slick your hair back. It'll make you look thinner. And I'm like, let's do it. So we had a photo shoot, and I was wearing a Broncos shirt. Like me the cheesesteak. But that's me. Yeah, I was
So
a very large kid.
The Detroit Vipers are an ice hockey team.
I don't know where I got that shirt. My mom's a yard sailor, man. She probably, or like a thrift shopper. So she probably like, this is a sports shirt. He'll like it. And meanwhile, I'm like, I don't know who this is, but I'll wear it because we're poor. So, but yeah, I was the procurer of Philly pretzels when I was a kid, and I will say, there's nothing like a Philly pretzel here, dude. Like certain places, like they're everywhere, but it's called the Philly Pretzel Factory. They have some amazing innovations. Cheesesteak pretzels, so it's just a soft pretzel stuffed with cheesesteak. It's delicious. Cheesesteak hot dogs with pretzel dogs, and they have a piece of American cheese wrapped inside the pretzel.
Get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
we're both looking it up. Damn, dude.
I'm looking it up right now.
I will
Here,
come
hold
visit you soon.
on. Yeah, honestly, I don't give a fuck about meeting you, but honestly, seeing some of these pretzels. Hold up. Can
I
you
know,
guys see
right?
this now?
Yeah.
River bucket.
The rivet bucket. Enjoy family or friends serves approximately 5 or 6 guests. Bullshit. That's a single serving, baby. There are no.
That's a sit down at the movies. Look at those weenus.
That's my appetizer.
My dude, they have this. We have a gas station called Quick Trip that has these roller dogs. I'm telling you, I will just. It's embarrassing what I will do to deep throat these bad boys, especially the salted ones too. My God, my mouth is watering right now.
Yeah, these are pretty good, dude. See if you can find the cheesesteak pretzels.
Where the hell is the?
Gotta have the full menu. Yeah, look at that. See if it'll show you specialty items. Rivet bucket.
Oh, there's the cinnamon one.
They have a spicy pretzel. Look at the mini. I haven't seen those.
What
Mini
about
cheesesteak
this?
bites.
Oh, I wish you can click on the picture of it.
What? Yeah, don't look at the nutritional info. We don't wanna see
Yeah,
that.
we don't give a shit about that. Pepperoni
melt. Yeah, it's new. I haven't seen that either.
Oh,
Wow, and it comes with a side of marinara. So I'm a sucker for marinara sauce on the side.
dude. Me too. Again, we were talking about Little Caesars marinara sauce. Like, if you give me that sub and some Little Caesars marinara sauce, I will do dirty things to your butthole. Like, that is. Oh my. Oh, is that? Did we go through all the? Look at this box, dude. The amount of salt on this, appropriate. That is very appropriate salt on that.
I mean, I think they're better than Annie Ann's. Do you guys have those?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Annie Ann's is okay with like their cinnamon pretzel, but these are delicious, man.
Pretzel
The
twist.
cheesesteak one is so good. It's like, and actually, when I had the hot dog one, I didn't realize, like, it was a nice surprise. I thought it was just a hot dog and a pretzel, but there's cheese in there, and so you're taking a bite, you're like, oh, there's cheese in here. It's like you're like very happy about it. I don't know. It's excited,
So
and then I got another one. So.
So what
I would
dips
get
have you
concerned.
tried there? Because I see there's a different type of dips. There's like cookies and cream, mint cookies and cream, strawberries and cream.
I think just the standard shit, dude. I think all I had was just like their standard cheese, and it's good. It's like Whiz. That doesn't it's not like the hard Whiz. It's like the softer one, so it's good. But
R. Kelly.
I just don't like to get peed on. My favorite liquid cheese for just about anything, and it depends on where you go here, is liquid American. So it's liquidated American cheese, which is probably the worst liquid cheese you could put in your body because none of it's real, is the best thing on the planet. Like, hands down. Like, if you get a Chicky and Pete's, which is big here, it's crab. It's fries with the crab seasoning, and their standard thing is liquid American, and that combination, ridiculous. God, it's ridiculous.
I gotta start eating before we do these damn shows. Gets me so upset. Oh, by the way, last week it was nachos. She made homemade nachos.
Ooh,
fantastic.
Okay.
God, but dude, anything with like cheese sauce, I'll try. If they're like, "Hey, this is hot dog shit." With nacho cheese, and I'm
blended together.
I'm like, all right, give me a spoon. Give me
Let's try it.
I don't know.
It's spicy mustard.
I gotta take my Prilosec before I eat something dangerous like spicy mustard. I'll be up all evening.
Dude, I put hot sauce. Well, not hot sauce, but like I love sriracha. I put that on. If I were to eat like brown rice, I'll just put like some sriracha on top, and it just changes rice like 100%. I like hot honey. I got like a thing of Mike's hot honey, which is pretty good. I'll put that. I actually just ate. I know you said Costco earlier. Costco has. I just got a Costco membership like a month ago.
Okay, that's
and it's like right next to work. So I got the membership, but we were walking around and I saw they had burnt ends. Okay. Now, it's not your burnt ends, Euban. You guys have ridiculous barbecue. We don't have that here. I couldn't even find, if I wanted to order burnt ends, I would never be able to, like, no place anywhere near me has them. But they had them in Costco in like the refrigerated section, and it was like a Kirkland brand. I'm like, good, I'll try it. So I bought it, and it's been sitting in my fridge for like 2 weeks. I'm like, all right, time to pull the trigger. And it's already pre-cooked. You just put it in the oven for like 20 minutes. Pretty good. I was surprised. They're not sauced, so you have to sauce them yourself, which, you know, it's fine. I'd rather like put whatever I could put whatever I want on there. But there's nothing like a good burnt end, dude. And the best I had was in probably Kansas City.
Dude, they have some pretty tremendous barbecue. And like, I'm still just upset whenever Tony came to visit that I didn't get to eat anything besides that pulled pork sandwich. That was so depressing. But, and our concession stands, that whenever we have these basketball games, they always have pulled pork sandwiches and pulled pork nachos. Like every time. They're like, hey, we got pulled pork nachos. I'm like, how much? Like $3.50. I'm like, oh. And it's in one of those cardboard food trays. Like decent. I mean, you get it and like that. It's a full meal. And they're like, hey, we've got jalapeno salsa and everything else to decide, sir. I'm like, oh, don't mind if I do. All right, you know,
instantly go Madonna rock hard.
Oh yes, those cone nippies for sure. You know, I can't turn fast because it might poke somebody's eye out. You know, but it's they even have like the 20-ounce drinks for $2. I'm like, I love school concession stand prices. I'm like, this is all right. It's better than gas station.
You could get a large pizza for like $10. Like, where are you gonna go? And it's like not bad pizza. Like, where are you gonna go now? And outside of maybe like Little Caesars, and get like a legit pizza, and it's a big pizza.
Yeah.
You can get a large pizza from Domino's for $7.99 with their any carry-out deals.
It's not big enough.
It's not the same though.
It's not big enough.
It's not the same.
It isn't. I agree. And because
I like Domino's. Don't get me wrong. I love Domino's. It's, you know, for me, it's a top 3 because it's like a 1 a.m. pizza that you can get.
Oh, for sure.
That's fine. Way better than pizza. Destroys pizza.
Preach.
But Costco they're ginormous. You know, for the price. So it's, you know, it's way more
bang for your buck.
Yes. You know, of pizza.
Well, Sam's Club is kind of the same way. I work next to a Sam's Club, and that's what we have to utilize to kind of stock our inventory for our stuff at the hotels. And they're always like, hey, man, you want to go? And I'm like, I'm going to get lunch for $5. Like, yeah. Dude, I can get a Slurpee, a soft pretzel, and like 2 slices of pizza for like $5.50. It's insane. And it's those monster New York slices too. Kingston, is it the greatest quality? No, but it's for the price. Hell yeah, it is. Like that's just like Little Caesars. Same thing, yeah. But their pretzels, they have a jalapeno cheese sauce or whatever. Because they always ask me, they're like, "Hey, do you want the normal cheese sauce or the spicy?" And I'm like, "Girl, you know."
So they sell this at your food court? Because they don't do that for mine.
Yeah, they it's right wherever like ours is right next to the checkout. They have their own little cafeteria and stuff. Yeah.
God damn it. So when we did the hot dog eating contest, I was contemplating just going and buy hot dogs from there and just like have a whole tray.
That's actually smart.
It's like 89-cent dogs, aren't they?
$1.50. You get that and a drink.
They have some crazy type of food there too. I don't know if we don't really have many Sam's Clubs here, but we don't even have many Costco's either. I mean, there's only like 3 in like a 10-mile, 15-mile radius, and I just happen to be like working next to one. But they had some she loves street corn, and it's like the what's the name of that cheese, man? Cojita cheese or whatever. It's like the Mexican style cheese, but they had a dip. And it was $10. It was this big, And I was like, "Hey, do you want to try this dip?" And she's like, "Yeah, sure, I'll try it." And I get home, she's like, "What the f is this?" I'm like, This is the size of things at Costco." She's like, "How am I supposed to eat all this?" I'm like, "Oh, it doesn't expire till March. You can, eat it over the next 2 months."
Quit being a pussy. Put cheese on everything. Like that's whatever it is.
Well,
like, hey, you're having a salad, cheese,
corn, and cheese. And it's like one of those things you can either eat cold or you throw it in a cup and microwave it. But it tastes like street corn.
Now, with salsa, what type of what's the consistency of the salsa that you guys like? Are you like the thick and chunky? Are you the restaurant style? Like what kind do you guys like?
I don't like salsa.
That's insane. Another reason to hate you. Honestly, you make it so easy.
I'm a cheese guy. It's like if I'm going to be dipping chips, it's not in salsa. It's going to be in cheese.
I'll go for anything. I'm not biased toward any salsa at all. If it's there in front of me, I'm going to enjoy it.
That's how I am. If I go to a Mexican restaurant, they're like, "Hey, what do you want?" I'm like, "I've probably a kid's meal at this point because I'm going to eat at least 4 bowls of this salsa." Like they always, every time they put like the little, it looks like a vase. Like it looks like for flowers or whatever. They're like, "Here's your salsa." And I'm like, "All right." I'm like, "Can I get another one of this already?" I was like, "Can I just get another one?" And they're like, "Oh, no. Finish that one first." I'm like, "This is going to take 30 seconds, homie." Like, I know what I'm about. I'm trying to save you some time. I'm trying to be convenient. Bring me like 3 of these bad boys. I'm going to demolish it, dude. I'm putting extra salt on these chips. I'm telling you, these feet, I don't need them.
Dude, we had a place. I'll tell you a funny story. So this was probably like, 2 or 3 years into hanging out with T-Dog here. And we were both working in the mall. And we worked retail, right? So we worked a long day. They had a place called Salsas in the mall, and it was a Mexican bar and restaurant. And they had this cheese dip that we both liked, and it's like literally like Mexican style liquid American cheese, and you get free chips. You get whatever you want. They also had a jalapeno ranch that was amazing. I would take a bath in it, basically. I've never had it anywhere else except there. I could never find it. But so we get off of work and we decide we're going to go there. And they close, I think, at 10. And it was 9:40. So like we don't really, like, we know the struggle. Like, I don't like to do that, but we were hungry as shit. And they were the only place I know that you could get a 32-ounce chilled mug of Miller Lite for $5. Like, that was just like, dude, it came out of the freezer. Like, so you could go in and spend $10, get a giant beer that they can't sell that apparently anymore. It's too much beer, but, and the cheese, and you get the free chips. So we walk in, me and T-Dog sit down, we get our beers. She orders the cheese cup, and they go in the back, and they know her. They all, like, she's been in there a million times. So we hear this yelling in the back room, okay, in the kitchen. Hey, 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 hey. So then they open the doors, and the guy's coming out with the cheese in his hand. And I'm like laughing hysterically. I'm like, babe, I think they just came. They Mexican came into your cheese. And like, hey, 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 hey. And like they just did a circle jerk back there. It's like, this bitch. And came, and it was the best cheese I've had. Still ate that. Jeez,
The secret sauce.
I'm telling this happened 11 years ago, and we still, anytime I see a cup of cheese, I'm like, remember that time we ate semen from a bunch of Mexican guys?
So that story made me think of a story. I heard a story. Do you guys know the Pie Tasters, ska music?
I don't think so.
No.
Okay, so ska music. It's Steve Pie Taster. He's the lead singer for the Pie Tasters. They were out in California like 20 years ago, 25, 30 years ago, and they were doing a show. And afterwards, they were hungry, and like it was like 1 a.m. and nothing was open. So they're driving up down the highway trying to find something to eat. And one guy said, "I have to use the bathroom." They spot this one Mexican restaurant, so they go to it, and it was sketchy as hell. So they got inside, and everyone was like being really suspicious. They go to the bathroom. There's blood everywhere. So they ordered burritos, and they were all on different marijuana, drugs, whatever it was. So they were convinced they ate human burritos.
Wow.
How'd it taste? 1 out of 10.
It was 11. It was 11.
And that's the thing is, they're like,
Beans, frijoles.
they call each other like 3 a.m. in the morning. They're like, "Buddy, I can't. I've never had a burrito that good again. I need that burrito."
I need more Chad. Where is he?
They're like, "Oh no, a zombie apocalypse. I hope I don't get bit."
Bro, there's a zombie apocalypse. I'm dead within the first 10 minutes.
Dude, I just don't think it's as easy to step through a skull as like The Walking Dead made it seem like. Like, I don't know. Like, if I got 3 of them on me, I don't know if I have enough energy to fight off all 3 of them. Goot's like, "Give me 20, give me 50."
Good will be eating a Costco hot dog, punching one in the face.
I debate what music I'm gonna have in the background just playing. So I'm just slaughtering zombies left and right.
No, we keep mentioning Costco too. I think I seen where, but the CEO or whatever, the CFO is finally stepping down, and that's the guy that kept saying that he's going to keep the Costco hot dog at $1.50, and now they're like, "Hey, the end of an era, he's stepping down," so they might finally change it.
It wouldn't shock me because they're paying their employees. I think all the employees now make $20 plus an hour. They like raise their minimum to $20 an hour.
That's good.
Might actually be more.
Yeah.
Aldi's, they pay pretty well too, I think, is what, from what I hear, and they have benefits. And I'm like, what?
So I know
in March, they took the out. It's even crazier. The workers' hourly pay will rise $1 per hour to $30.20, with an additional $1 increase coming in each month, each of the next 2 years. So workers at the bottom scale will get raises at 50 cents to $20, according to the memo. So some people are going to be making over $30 an hour. Like, Costco's got to be making some bank. Like, just buckets of money.
It's the membership charges, man.
I did the executive because I wanted to get cash back because you get it when you fill gas there. So I'm like, I'll just fill my gas. I get 2% back, and they cut me a check. Who knows?
I don't think I've ever been in a Costco.
So it's basically Sam's Club.
Is it?
Does your Costco sell liquor?
No, it's PA, bro.
Okay,
we're like, I think it was like 2019, got the ability to get wine and beer in a grocery store. Like, that was literally, I'm pretty sure it was 2019.
That just hurts to hear. That's un-American right there.
God, I could almost buy meth at Walmart in Missouri.
Let's see. Now, it was, so the bill passed and went into effect in 2016, but that's still, I mean,
that's less than 10 years ago. That's pretty
less
relevant.
than 10 years ago. And we were so excited that we could, but they follow weird hours, right? So it's not like you can get it all the time. It's like 10 to 9 or 10 to 10 or something, whatever. But it's like, it baffles me that they still are like very Quaker-esque here. And it sucks because like in Jersey, you can get, like, we can't get anything delivered alcohol related. Bless you. So like if I'm wasted here and I've run out of booze, yeah, God bless you.
Right.
If I wanted to order booze in Jersey and have it delivered and was in Jersey, I could. Here, they're like, nope, go fuck yourself. I'm like, how does that make sense? If I'm drunk and I want to drink more and you don't want me to drive, why don't you just let me get it delivered?
Right.
Like, doesn't make sense.
I can't wait for that experience because, nothing delivers out to me. So, once I move in 5-6 months, because I've never had DoorDash, I've never had Uber Eats, I've never had any of that shit. I have no idea.
Goot's gonna be
I waste
600
so
pounds.
much money, bro.
No.
I waste so much money.
We're gonna see Goot just progressively, just like, oh man, I got Taco Bell getting delivered to me, and like this shit's great.
He's gonna have to get 2 4K cameras.
Oof. I'll be in heavy weights
Dude, I ordered Chipotle. Like, it's absurd the pricing, dude. I ordered Chipotle and I had a free meal because I'm fat and I order from there all the time.
Same.
And like, I had a free entree, and when you order the delivery through there, it for 2 bowls, like 2 bags of chips and a cheese or cup or something, it was over $40 with the free entree coupon.
God damn.
They delivered the wrong Rob's order, which, by the way, is one of my top 5 pet peeves, is when someone delivers my food and it's either super up or it's not even my order. I get instantly, like, I literally yelled at T-Dog for no reason. She's like, I'm like, no! I paid $60 fucking for this shit! And she did nothing. I like, just freaked out. I came back, I'm like, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to yell at you. I'm just very pissed off that I spent all this money and they fucked it up. Whatever. So I ended up going into their chat. They refunded it to me. And we were running low on booze, so I'm like, I'll go drive. I wasn't drinking or anything at all yet.
Allegedly.
So I drove to pick it up.
I don't believe.
And this month, the same exact order.
Oh.
The same order was $19.97. It was like $44. And I have DoorDash Pass and Uber Eats Pass. They don't do dick.
That's insane, dude. I'm very fortunate that like where I live too, they only have like
Euban has like
each
27
restaurant.
apps.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
She's like, doesn't Euban have like 20 something apps?
No, like 72, I think is what we got up to, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was an insane amount.
It was absurd. Yeah. So you're used to fees, you know?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Well, see, the thing is, I'm not getting deliveries. I'm ordering on the app, picking it up. I'm cheap as fuck. And if a company has reward points, I'm doing that shit. Because I do the same. I will look. So I'm like, man, I really want Chipotle, but I'm like, do I want to spend the money on that? Not really. And I check the app, and I'm like, oh, I have 1,700 points, 1,650 for a burrito. I'm like,
it's sad that we both know that it's a free entree for $16.50. Why is the quesadillas more than that? They're $1,800, right?
And it's less, right?
It makes no sense.
So,
no sense.
I'm on this side of TikTok right now. Bless them. Bless. It is workers like at fast food restaurants saying, hey, why are you guys ordering this combo meal? Order it this way. Do it this way. Telling you tips and tricks of how to get meals for like under $5. There was this one lady from Wendy's that was like, I've been preaching a combo meal or their like their biggie meals or whatever. It's like $5, right? And you can upgrade your fries, your drink, and everything. You can get a large meal for like $6. And then you go through their app, they're always offering free nuggets on Wednesdays. Like, I know what day it is too. Wednesdays is free nuggies. I'm telling you, it's just, I will plan kind of where I'm going to eat based on what deal they have. I'm a cheap ass and a lard ass. Like, I love it.
Yeah. I'm not really cheap like that. I'll just spend like I spent like $100 to get 2 orders of tater tots and goat cheese ravioli from our favorite restaurant in the city because it was Valentine's, and T-Dog really loves their goat cheese ravioli, and I was gonna make it from scratch, and when I saw the pricing difference and the amount of work I needed to put in to make it from scratch compared to just buying it from there, I'm like, no, we'll just do that because but they have these smoked Gouda tater tots, bro. They're probably my favorite tater tots on the planet, and they're like this big. They're like diesel thick. Like, you're not getting like 20, you're getting like 10 because they're diesel tots, and they're
diesel tots. What
diesel
tot? Like, what is that?
I know. We are talking a lot about food.
I know, right?
How about Africa? What's going on in South Africa?
Well, I was gonna say you
I'm
mentioned
having the worst cramp. I don't. It's
That's
either
just
that or
good
my
tell.
kidney's dying.
honestly.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude.
You're becoming a woman, and you should be very excited.
I'm on a diet. I'm working out again, so like now my body is like
Transitioning.
no, stop. Go back to eating food.
I was gonna say there is. I don't think we got your opinion on these French fries.
You have not. This
So this is for those who aren't seeing the screen here. There's 8 different types of potatoes or French fry options, I guess.
Close, yeah.
And so 1 is shoestring, 2 is curly, 3 is tater tots, 4 waffle fries, 5 sweet potato fries, 6 zigzag or crinkle cut is what we call them, 7 wedges, and 8 onion rings. I don't know. They was pretty divided in the group chat. It was getting heated on the. Burley was willing to risk his life for sweet potato fries.
He's willing to put it on the line for sweet potato fries.
That's like the worst fry in the world to me. But what do you think?
the worst one here.
Yeah, what do you think is the worst one?
Oh my god. This, mate, it's the shoestring one.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Okay. So what's your favorite then?
The seasoning, it's an illusion. Most times you're not going to get it seasoned like that. I do like sweet potato fries. The best one there, god damn it. If it's made properly, the wedges, it'd be my top one. Let's do it, baby.
Good. We're on the same point, baby. I said wedges number one, and they shat on wedges.
Wait, hold on. I think I put wedges as number 3. I agree with a good wedge.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think it was Burley was talking bad about wedges. That's my favorite French fry.
Yeah, honestly,
T-Dog hates. She loves shoestrings. That's her number one.
They call them what, JoJo's around here too.
Actually, curly might be your favorite.
Dude, I'm telling you though, it has to be Arby's. It has to be an Arby's. And speaking of which, too, tell me if I should buy this. There was somebody. Let me go and remove this real quick so Matt doesn't yell at me. There was a gentleman on
If I don't
Facebook
sit like
Marketplace.
this, I'm going to collapse. Just so you guys know. Sorry. Go on.
Pain is real.
It's killing me, bro. I don't know what the fuck it is. It's in my bag.
I only got on Facebook to look at Facebook Marketplace, and like I'm Stoney Maloney, and I'm just like, what do I want to buy? Like, what can I not live without? And a little south of Kansas City, there was a gentleman selling a 3-foot by 2-foot LED Arby's sign from fucking Arby's, and I'm like,
what?
That's fucking awesome. I'm like, how much do you want this for? It was $200, and I'm like, that's doable. I'm like, I would honestly drop $200 on a LED Arby's sign. Can you imagine that in the back over here, dude? I'll just light it up. I'm like, hey guys, time to start the show. Dude, you just hear this buzzing sound. That
would be an amazing backdrop for the podcast. Whatever you do, having an Arby's LED sign behind you would be perfect.
Let me message him. Let's see.
And you don't even need to explain it. Like, never talk about it. Just have the Arby's sign in the background so that people are like, why the fuck do you have an Arby's sign in the background?
Everyone's saying, we have the meats.
Like, it's really weird to explain this room. Like, whenever like people do come over, and it's usually like my wife's family, they're like, hey, what's in the shop? Like, your wife says that this is kind of where you hang out. And I'm like, you don't want to come in here. Like, it's like, how cool are you? Like, are you cool about a lot of things? You got to get really cool really quick.
Fart. It just smells like fart and marijuana.
I know, right?
Whenever I was sick, I don't smoke, so I went like 3 or 4 days without it, and then I walk into this room and I'm like, God damn! I'm like, this smells like Bigfoot's dick. Like, this is bad.
It smells like Indian food wrapped in a baby's dirty diaper.
Right? Like it's rank. And then they're like, hey, so you have this room built into your shop? Then they're like, and so I have tripods everywhere, and then I have the webcam and like ring lights, and then there's a futon in here, and then I have wigs, like this Bob Ross wig, and they're like, what the? He's like, do you and your wife in here? I'm like, no, we don't. No, I wish. That would be really cool.
Fans? And then you're like this with your feet. You're like, no.
See, dude, I'm telling you, these basketball games too. I for some reason when I talk to people, I can like convince them to like tell me their deepest, darkest secrets somehow. And my wife's always like, how the fuck are you doing this right now? And I'm like, I don't know. People just spill a lot of truths on me for some reason. I must seem to be like a reasonable person, and I'm not. But the coach of my little kids basketball team, I know gets pegged because there's a guy that he works with him that I throw darts with that was like, hey, guy lives down your road, enjoys getting pegged. I'm like, to each their own, but it's really weird that you're coaching my kid in basketball. There's a reason why we don't win a lot of games, and I'm going to assume that's the reason. So,
the wrist is a little too flimsy.
yeah, I'm just like, and he's like, kids need to run faster. I'm like, you got something in your ass? Why are you running pretty slow? But it's so weird. And he's just talking to me, and there's this mom that's like the town slut pretty much, and just like everyone's just going on in their deepest, darkest secrets. But he's telling me too, just like, yeah, I like to get my ass ate too and everything. And I'm like, we're at a elementary basketball game right now in this high school gym. And what the hell? And we're not even like, I don't think sometimes he even remembers my first name. And he's over here just like, yeah, I'll get my ass ate and stuff. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? There's a reason why we're 3-15 right now this season. And it's you. Like, it's 100% you. Until he can convince me otherwise, no. But I don't know. He was just telling me, like, he's just like, yeah, my sister got pregnant by this guy who's married and everything. And I'm just like, this soft pretzel is pretty good. I wish it had a little bit more salt. That pulled pork was kind of ass, though. He's like, yeah. He's like, I think she's got like 3 kids by different dads. And I'm like, dude, what? I don't give a fuck.
I'm not your therapist. Go away.
That's what I told him. I was like, I need to start getting paid for this stuff. Like, they make good money. I was like, do I need to go to school? Like, what is this? But yeah, so I'm a therapist, and I have a sex dungeon in my shop with Bob Ross wigs and everything. I'm just living my best life.
Maybe you just have a special power. You don't know, man.
It's Jedi mind trick. I have it too. Sometimes people tell me like, I've had a black woman tell me that she was raped when she was a teenager. I'm just like, I said, hi, how are you doing today? Don't tell me that. I'm like, what's his name? I gotta kill him now. I'm just like, it was weird.
It's good.
I can't handle when people cry too. Like, if someone comes up to me, like there's a reason why I don't, like, I'm not in charge of people at my job. Like, I'm the only person in my entire, like, division in my entire, like, whatever. Like, I'm only in charge of myself. And when some of these people come up to me, they're like, I'm just having a real bad day. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, why are you crying right now? Like, you're an adult and you're crying to me? What the fuck are you doing? And I start laughing. I'm like, like, this is the reason why people shouldn't talk to me. I'm like, I am not empathetic at all. For something, I get like a rage inside of me, or I just start laughing hysterically when people start crying. I can't, except for kids.
It's
different.
different.
I worked at
women.
GameStop, bro.
Yeah.
I worked at GameStop, and I had to fucking hire like 16, 17, 18, 19, 20-year-olds, and it was the worst because they didn't give a fuck about responsibilities. If they wanted to just not come into work, and like at the time, GameStop was salaried. So I would work. I had 2 stores. I would work 60 to 70 hours a week sometimes just to make ends meet, because they would give me 120 hours and be like, okay, this is for both your stores. And I'm like, cool. All right. So I would spend half my time there and then half my time there. And then sometimes my regular time of my life. That's probably why I have gray hair. But working with the kids, dude, they would just not show up. They'd call out. You try to coach them and they'd be like, okay, yeah, I'll do better. And then they do the same thing. And you're like, oh. And they'll do it in front of your boss after you just had a conversation with them. And like, you hired them, you trained them, you know that they know what the fuck they're supposed to be doing. And they don't do it. So yeah, it was dick. I hate dealing with kids, and like they would come in, your kid, they're crying or they had a bad day. You're just like, I don't give a fuck. It's like, this is my job. I need you to do what I need you to do so that I don't have to stay here all day.
Yeah. I had like 3 people cry today. It was my last day at work. And yeah, I lost power this morning at like 4:30 in the morning. So I had to go to the office. And the people that were scheduled to be there that day saw me and they're like, shit, today's your last day. I'm like, yeah. So yeah, they were crying. I'm like, well, I'm not talking to you again. What do you want me to do?
So what's next for you, Goot? What's on the horizon, brother?
Moving to South Carolina, and yeah, I'll get a job in the private sector.
Nice. Good for you, man. Yeah.
There's always so much I can say
OnlyFans.
legality wise, but yeah.
Yeah. I figured. If you just see a random link and it's like Goot fans, you're like, what the fuck is this? And it's just Goot with his hands.
It's just Goot's glutes, just like, oh my gosh, what is this?
It's just Goot flexing his butt cheeks over and over again.
That's all it is. Instead of meat spin, it's Goot's glutes. You just get his butt cheeks just to flex and nonstop. I pay good money for that. I'd probably, sign me up for a subscription of $4.99 a month. And I'll give you.
All I hear is a whisper going, "What are you guys talking about?"
Yeah.
We're coming up with glutes.com, baby. Let's go.
I'm all in.
I'm gonna buy the .com, so you're gonna have to buy it from me when you get big.
Matt's
That's
already in
on
the
me.
background.
Yep.
He's already got it.
Okay, here. How many domains does that man own? That's what I want to know.
It's like the lottery. He's like, one of these days, one of them is just gonna someone's gonna want it for a lot of money, and he's just gonna be like, I knew this was all worth the while. He's like, people told me I was crazy. Who's crazy now?
And he'll break even on the 100 that he's had for 20 years. Hey, where does 20% of your income come from? The domains that I own.
I wonder how many he's up to now. It's gotta be at least 100, right?
Gotta be a lot. I would love to know what his yearly renewal fees are. Because it's just not cheap, bro. Especially if you're doing .ai or .shop. Some of that shit is like I have .beer is my domain, and it's like $42 a year. Jeez. Because .beer.
That's insane. I mean, I'm trying to think of what would be some even funny ones that would even be worth taking in the future. I don't want to say them out loud, but I mean, I'm not even as creative as Matt. He's got to have a whole black book just full of haha, that's a good one. Just, you know what I mean? Just sitting there at work, just jotting them down, serial killer style.
He's going to watch this and be like, fuck you guys.
I was waiting for the chat bubble to pop up.
They're on to me.
He's just like, they think I'm the crazy one. One of them is going to hit. It's like roulette.
Yeah.
Got bound. And honestly, we've been talking about so much roulette. I had so many roulette ads last week of just hey, play this virtual roulette. And I'm like, I'll download this game real quick. That sounds kind of fun. Let me just see what this is. It was ass. I forgot which one it was. I was like, you know what? I'm going to block this.
I did well. I did well last week. I don't know. For some reason, I bet something on the Super Bowl. I think I bet on Xavier Worthy. I put $5 for him to I think be an anytime touchdown score in one of my bets, and it turns out there was a special that if you bet on someone in any of your bets that was the longest touchdown of the game, you would get a free bet worth whatever the chunk was. And so I don't know who it was. It might have been. It wasn't FanDuel. It was either BetMGM or one of those gave me a $96.10 free bet. I could only bet it in sports, and I'd had to use it in a week, and you have to do it all at once. So I'm like, what the hell do I bet $96 on? And I can't bet it on, casino. I have to use it as a one-time bet. So I looked at basketball, and for some reason, Golden State was -2, or they were plus 210 against the Rockets. And Golden State has been undefeated since they picked up Jimmy Buckets. I'm like, hey, this is what I'll put it on. And they ended up winning, and I won $200 off the $96 bet. So I have 300 something bucks on my account. And I'm like, what the how did this even happen? I was just taking it was like a hunch bet. I'm like, got a feeling Golden State's going to pull it out. And they did. Most of the time I lose those.
That's how you do it.
Well, it was a free bet anyway,
Also, we're going to bet the USA Canada game. I know that got probably Matt fired up.
I bet it did.
I don't know enough about the international shit, dude, whether it's, soccer games, even the basketball shit. I don't know enough about any of that I know enough to be dangerous, But during COVID, I was betting on dumb shit. We were betting on table tennis. There was nothing to bet on, Major sports were just down, and they weren't shut down in China. Those were mask up, hitting ping pong balls like crazy men.
Out of their
Yeah, I
pussies.
was terrible at that.
I am very upset that you're having such a successful run with just your sports team, life in general. It's very disgusting, and it's just not. It makes my week even worse. It really does.
But when CeeDee Lamb comes out and says, "Oh man, if we do what the Eagles did,"
Did he say something too?
he did too.
God, honestly though, I think I've unfollowed the majority of anything Dallas related to where I just don't see any of it unless one of them gets arrested, and some people will just send that shit to me relentlessly. So I'm like, we've been on a good run lately. Nobody's been arrested. Knock on wood.
He said, "Eagles, they're crazy. Our Cowboys, our fans are deep, but they not. I don't want to say nothing crazy, but the Eagles got it." Basically saying that the Dallas Cowboys fan base sucks compared to us.
I hate everything about everything. It's just not. It just hasn't been a good year for me, honestly. Decade, if we're being legit. This is awful. CeeDee Lamb,
dude,
too. I can't wait
I don't
to
know
trade
what's going
Micah
to happen
Parsons.
with us. I don't know what's going to happen to us. We have a solid young core, but we're going to lose. We're not going to be able to pay Sweat. He's the best edge rusher in free agency now. So we're not going to be able to pay him. We're not going to be able to pay Milton Williams. He's going to want a ton, and he's a young stud defensive tackle that they drafted in the third round a couple years ago. If anything, I think they'll re-sign Zach Bond because he's 28, so he's a little bit on the older side, so he's not going to get a massive, ridiculous deal. It might be 2 years, 20 mil or something. And then who's our other big free agent? There was somebody else, but we have our core locked up. AJ Brown, Devontae, Hurts, Saquon, Goddard's 30. Do I think they're gonna, or 29? I don't know if they re-sign him.
He's not necessary. He's like that fifth option.
He caught the most passes in the playoffs for us, though, which is the wild thing. So it's he's not one of those he wasn't
injured. Yeah,
he's not going to catch a 50-yard pass or whatever, but he's going to catch. He's like an Ertz. Ertz was the same way. We always pick tight ends that catch 8 to 10 balls per game, and they'll have 60 yards and maybe a touchdown. You know what I mean?
Safety valve.
Yeah, and they catch. He catches crucial passes.
Yeah.
All throughout the playoffs, he had multiple 3rd and 8, 3rd and 10 passes that he caught and ran for first downs that saved our drives. So we're going to lose people. Not as bad as 2017. 2017, we lost 15 people. It was mass exodus. People got paid because we signed a lot of 1 year, pay deals basically. So we'll have a pretty good core, but we're going to probably lose a couple people. So who knows? And we've hired a new offensive coordinator today. He was the passing game coach, and he's been around forever. I don't like internal hires. I think it's stupid. Just like you guys. I thought it was stupid that you brought what's his name? Schottenheimer?
Yeah.
I don't like when they do that, dude. You got to bring in outside people with new ideas, innovative shit. But they love him, so I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Kellen Moore, he's going to be taking over the Saints, and honestly, when he was with the Cowboys, I didn't mind him at all. So I don't know. I'm down to see how he's going to do with the Saints organization. But Derek Carr, that guy sucks.
He tried to poach a bunch of people from the staff, and I think that's why they hired that guy. I think his name's Pagnoli or something. That's why they hired him as our offensive coordinator, because if not, he was going to go with him to the Saints. So they didn't do any extensive search. They pretty much knew that they were going to promote him the whole time. So, there's continuity. Dude, it sucks. You lose your coordinators. You know what I mean? My bad. That's my dog's alarm. You lose coordinators. We lose coordinators every year because we've been a decent team for 8 to 10 years. So every time you go to the playoffs and you have a good offense or a good defense, they're gone. Or they suck and we fire them. It's one or the other,
I just hate seeing whenever they're talking about an athlete, they're like, oh, he's a veteran, he's up there in age, he's pretty much old as shit. God bless, he's 31 years old, and I'm like, God, man, that's awful. And I'm like, all right, cool, And I love it when my kids go, Dad, you're older than him, and I'm like, shut up. We don't need to acknowledge that at all. Yeah,
I think about that a lot, by the way.
Yeah, it's depressing.
They're like, oh, he's 34. He's well past his prime. I'm like, I'm going to be 39 this year. You're just like, it's like that meme of Narcos where he's like on the swing by himself. You know?
Yeah. It hurts.
That's my picture. It's like, someone else said it's like you're closer to, at this age now, you're closer to 2050 than you are 19 or like 1990. I don't know. It's like some weird stat. You're just like, Jesus Christ. That I didn't even comprehend that year, and now it's like, fuck.
I think, what is it? We're just as close to 2050 as we are to 2000, I think is.
Oh,
that's what I have to think about too.
My daughter will be 21 in 2050.
Oh,
that's crazy.
Oh,
you poor thing.
My daughter turns 14 next month, and all I'm like, she's gonna start driving. Everything like this is hell.
Oh, you're ramping up, brother. It's gonna get so bad, and I'm here for it. I hope we do this another 5 years so I can just say mad shit,
dude. The people because she was born whenever I was 21, so I was, a child myself, and she. But like all the people that I work with, they were like dudes in their 20s as well. They go, your life is over. Like look at you. So now they're just having kids. Like they're like I have like 3 and 4 year olds. One of them just had a newborn. He's just like, oh man, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And I'm like, it's weird to think about. I'm like, I did this a long time ago. Like I'm well past that stage now, And they see her and they're like, she's 14 now. They're like, that's how old we're getting. I'm like, yes, sir. I'm like, this shit goes by quick. Death is upon us before you know it.
Dude, it sucks. I don't even want to.
We're gonna leave it on that
every
note.
Every birthday is just 1 year closer to death. There's nothing to look forward to.
Like how we talk about some fries, some tater tots,
Costco,
and just we're gonna end with death.
Yeah.
Losing them. Oh, you know what though? I will say too, LeVar Ball. Did you hear he just got amputated?
I saw that today.
No, what?
Too many soft pretzels is what I hear. Like he did, but he did get amputated. I don't know which leg it was or anything. But they said like almost up to his knee. It wasn't, or shin or something like that. They said foot originally.
You type in LeVar. It's the first thing is LeVar Ball foot amputated.
Yep.
Yeah. So I guarantee.
Wow.
But you know what?
Serious medical issue. Wow.
You know what? I guarantee I know where we can find out this information with our good friends from In a Pickle Radio. Shout out to those guys. We'll get the full scoop on their podcast, I bet.
Yeah, Sarah, let's go. We need to know what the film is.
Give us the details. We should call her right now and be like, hey, listen, bitch, what's going on with LeVar? Was it his right? Was it his left? What's the smell like? Give us the details. But
who gets to keep the foot?
Yeah.
Is it like a lucky foot? Is it like a lucky rabbit's foot? It's just hanging up in the back of your car or something.
From the jar, whatever mysterious liquid they have.
We should be able to keep whatever we get cut off. That should be a deal. It's mine.
People take like the placenta home and shit, dude. I wanted to keep your foot.
I want to keep my testicles or anything like that. Or if I ever have to get anything removed, I want them and I want to wear them as a necklace.
This is why we need Burley here. He just had his transition. We should ask him, did he keep anything?
I had a calcified pearl grow in my nutsack one time, and they wouldn't let me keep it. I was like, I want to put it on a ring. Bro. I wanted a necklace. Like I want to propose with this thing. There's no better jewelry that you can make than the one that you make yourself. So I don't know, but we will leave you guys. I just looked at the time. It is officially our time to get the hell out of here. We definitely appreciate you guys hopping in and tuning in, and be sure to get those hemorrhoids checked with Roid Rage. Take care of them dogs too.
Sorry, Matt.
Sorry, pager.
Get your pets spayed and neutered. Beep, beep. You know what? Hit us with that damn outro, Matt. If you're back, I don't even know if he's in here. We're gonna have to dance around like mimes here for a little bit until.